Welcome to Behind the Scenes with Helen Toews and Kym Whitman. August 5th begins our registration for the What If Chronicles. Helen and I are sharing this short video with hopes that it will answer some of your questions and also motivate you to consider joining us on this journey where we will be challenging our future and creating our present. The What If Chronicles. A couple of years ago, Helen and I began to spend time together every week. One of us from Austin, Texas, in the US, and the other from Winnipeg in central Canada. It was a time when travel was restricted and Zoom was the next best thing besides translocation.
Yeah, we keep working on that.
Right.
Started at first saying to each other, do you have a few minutes to chat? And of course, as girls sometimes do, hours later, we looked at our time in a bit of a shock. Sharing lives and especially current revelations and experiences, because you go long and deep when you talk to Kym. You don't just talk about surface stuff. So we just dived right in. And we laughed and cried. Sometimes we confessed our weaknesses and challenges, but mostly we just laughed. And so often we said, I wish we were recording this.
Oh my gosh, we did so many times. I wish we were recording this. I can't tell you the number of revelatory things that Helen would share with me. And I was thinking, I wasn't even taking notes. Wait a minute. We need to push record. We have had so much fun, but at the same time, we were being challenged. Our tea time meetings evolved to the place where we were challenging each other big time. We realized that in the activation of the revelation of our challenges, we were changing. And we came to the place of wanting to challenge others and share this with others, with our friends, our family, the people that we know. We even liked the changes because they brought us into a deeper and more intimate relationship with our Heavenly Father, with our other relationships in our lives, and it deepened our friendship too. Somehow, as Father always does, what we weren't even conscious of happening and doing, he was working behind the scenes for us.
And we began to think and process together, sharing with others what God was doing in our lives. The question was, how? Out of that thought came lots of other ideas, I'm telling you. But we're not going to bore you with the details. But needless to say, the What If Chronicles came to take form.
Well, kind of, sort of, right, Helen? The thing is, we've realized that some of our conversations from our experiences were a bit of a challenge. And believe me, they were a bit of a challenge, even for us, as we tried to explain them to each other. You know what I mean? Like those places where you find yourself saying things like, I'm trying to find the words to be able to fully express to you what I have known or what I'm experiencing. And those sometimes can be so frustrating.
Yeah. Listening to your friend tell you about trees talking to her. Mystified is not the word. This tree was talking to me. I was hurting, and the tree told me to stand on the roots and I would be healed, like a legitimate pain. And when Kym did that, her pain dissipated. And as she's telling the story, I'm breathless. I'm a tree hugger, but now I'm learning to talk to trees too.
Oh my gosh. Or that's no more of a mystery than when Helen was telling me about the time when she and Ed got into their car to make a 2.5-hour drive. They're in their car 1 minute, and 13 minutes later, They're at their destination. 13 minutes later, both she and Ed are there. I was just blown away by that. We were experiencing what some would consider mystical occurrences. Things like gems appearing. One time, Helen and I were talking, and literally a gem was appearing in her kitchen wall as she and I were talking about a specific revelation Father was giving us. Or things like thinking about something and having that very thing appear in your hand. Lost items found in seemingly impossible places and situations. Thinking about needing to go to the grocery store and suddenly you find yourself there.
I know.
All of those things.
Yeah. It's a little crazy, it seems, right? Learning to have conversations with your body as though this is normal. Hearing your body speak to you in return. Really? I mean, really? Does that really happen? It's happening. Some of the things that Kym and I were sharing sounded more like stories of the Celtic saints, not middle-class suburbia in North America, but they were ours.
And we love it. And we love it. Mm-hmm. However, these are the everyday things that not only we experience, but we know many of you are experiencing. Right. And we're sharing those things with one another. We began to realize the events of our day-to-day lives were becoming more and more alive. And one truth in particular became evident. The mysteries of our Heavenly Father are truly not hidden from us, but hidden for us to discover. And some of those mysteries, I know this is hard to believe, but some of those mysteries are hidden in plain sight.
Yeah. You know, Kym's a master of finding those mysteries hidden in plain sight. And as we were developing this process for inviting you into the What If Chronicles with us, because we want all of us to be sharing this kind of testimony. We want, you know, God's no respecter of persons. He wants us all to have these, and these should be our normal day-to-day experiences and occurrences. Mm-hmm. So just an example, Kym had an incredible confirmation as she studied the word see.
That's so true, Helen. I was blown away. One morning, Father woke me up early in the morning, and he woke me up with this statement. Your eyes see, create the door. Your mouth opens it. So for this several weeks following that, I've just continually meditated on that reality. And as you do, I began to dig into the different words that had captured my attention. And one of those was the word see, S-E-E. And as it is, we understand that it means to look at something or to behold. And we hear those words, behold, all the time in all of our various courses and conversations. But guess what else I found? That word see, S-E-E, means what if? What if? Your eyes see, create the door. Your mouth opens it.
You know, it was a real magic moment for us. And I personally was so grateful, because when you're thinking your way through to another adventure, and it seemed really cryptic, what if Chronicles? But here we are at that door. And here's where we landed. We're asking for a 12-week commitment to start something new. The reason we're asking for that 12-week commitment is because we're going to engage in it. It's not going to be like a conference where we would spend 12 hours or 12 episodes in a conference and then walk away pumped saying, that was so good. This is a place in 12 weeks we're going to engage with the challenges. Once a week, Kym and I are going to record a 45-minute, 1 hour what if challenge. Kym will take 1 week, I'll do the next. Those who are registered are invited to join us for the live recording, or you can opt out to watch the recorded version. With each challenge, we're going to also send you a PDF of our notes. Whatever Father has us include specifically into that week's challenge. The recordings will also be available to you with a passcode to access them, at your convenience, because we know not everyone is going to be able to be on at the recording time. This activation will be included with the challenge. They will be questions or journaling ideas or ascensions, meditations, different experiences are coming your way.
Once a week, after you've had time to engage in the challenge, we will offer a time of mentoring. This time will be focused and centered around that week's challenge. Things, questions, sharing your testimonies, your thoughts, your revelations that Father brought and expanded from your heart. Helen and I will book or set aside 2 hours for this mentoring time, but we're not limiting it. If the discussion becomes lively, as you know, they can and do. But the mentoring, by definition, is a time when people gather to share their thoughts and ideas, when we transparently and wisely engage in lively conversation that allow for an exchange of thoughts, ideas, possibilities, all in the midst of revelation and growth. That's what's happening. Growth is happening. Revelation is being unfolded right in front of us. The very best of learning and teaching is done from a place where we all participate.
It's so true. And don't be surprised in that time if you make new best friends, because as we're transparent and sharing in this mentoring time, we are going to be mentoring each other. Kym and I are under no disillusion that we have all the answers. It will come from us in that time. And you might find yourself a key to somebody else and vice versa. That's how friends are made. So, in summary, the What If Chronicles is a 12-week course. Registration opens Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Challenge sessions will be every Tuesday, starting on September 12th. Mentoring sessions begin the following Saturday, September 16th. The cost of this is $120 total. That breaks down to $10 a week, and registration is required. This opens the door each week to a challenge, to your PDF, to our mentoring session. And the challenge and mentoring sessions will be recorded and posted to the What If Chronicles information page that is found on both Kym Whitman Ministries and the River 474. And this will allow everyone who's registered to access the recordings within 24 to 48 hours. And if the live meetings don't suit your schedule or time zone, you will have access to them.
During this 12-week adventure, and it will be an adventure, we will be available to take your questions, both Helen and I. In preparation of this amazing journey, though, the journey of discovery is phenomenal, but we encourage you to watch the lessons, some of the past lessons that Helen and I have posted on the river474.com or kymwhitman.com. And I'm telling you what, if you've not been to Helen's website, the river474.com, she has some tremendous lessons that she has shared on heart brain coherence, on mentoring and meditation, and so, so much more. It is a well of rich, rich revelation that Father has given her. So be sure to watch some of those past lessons as you're preparing for the What If Chronicles. And again, it starts August 5th, 2023. Everyone is welcome. So share this information with your friends. We invite everyone. Our last question for you is, are you ready? Are you ready? What if you took the What If Chronicles? You participated in the What If Chronicles challenges and transformed into the very person I am that all of creation is waiting for.
Kym, I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Me
I'm
too.
showing up.
I'm registering. I think I'm going to
No.
be the first person registered.
I am going to beat you to it. I'm changing. I want to be that person. I want to be that person that nature's groaning for. I want to be.
Yes.
I want to be that. I want to change our world.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? I am that person. You are that person.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'll see you there.
Okay. See you there.